When the voices arise from the storm and immortalized. You can find me below. I'll let the enemy know. When the voices arise from the storm and immortalized. You can find me below. I'll let the enemy know.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is August 2nd, 2018. My name is Hollywood J. Black, and this is the Ovatyme Sports Show. Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful, actually, hell no, it's looking like it's about to pour on us again here in Orlando. Coming live to you from the city of EA Sports. That's right. Orlando, Florida. This is the Ovatyme Sports Show. We are live and in the building once again. I am your host, Hollywood J. Black. The boy Big Sin is doing a double. He had to work at 2:30 this morning Pacific time, and then he has to do another shift on top of that with an hour break after that. So shout out to the hardest working man in entertainment. It's not The Rock. It is my boy Big Sin. So pray for him, y'all. Pray for him. It's a crazy Thursday. A lot of news. I didn't think that we'd have this much professional sports news. Well, let me say professional sports. I got some breaking news that I got for y'all. But in the wake of the Ohio State scandal. Let's get right to it. Let's just start right. Let's just forget a segue. We're gonna go right into the BS. Let me pull it up real quick. So yesterday, ESPN reported, and as the caption says, it probably just 1 foot out the door. Your boy Urban Meyer, he gone, y'all. He gone. Ohio State puts Urban Meyer on administrative leave after it was found out that the 2015 allegations of former Ohio State football coach Zach Smith, who was fired in July, that Urban Meyer knew of all the accusations and the domestic violence, the shit like that happened. And in order to save Ohio State some trouble, they damn, my shit's loud. In order to save Ohio State some trouble, they basically said that we're gonna put you on leave. This isn't the first time that Urban Meyer has been in trouble. So I really want to preface this. This isn't the first time that Urban Meyer has been in trouble. For any of you non-recent football fans out there, everybody knows that Urban Meyer actually, before he left Florida on his own free will, decided that before he got in trouble at the University of Florida, decided that he was going to be going to leave amidst all the allegations that happened there. And everybody knows that those Florida boys, unless your name was Tim Tebow, y'all was in a world of shit. And that's exactly what's been happening. Your boy Urban Meyer is no stranger to keeping shit under the radar. He's one of them good old boys, as they say. And this good old boy protects his people. And you can kind of understand that, sort of. But he is a professional. We've already seen what happens when you protect somebody for too long. We've searched Google Jerry Sandusky. Google search Joe Paterno. And you know what happens when you protect somebody for too long and you let this shit get out of hand. That's exactly what happened. And that's exactly what it's looking like it happened in this case. Now, there's two sides of this story. You have the first side that says, hey, we've seen what happened with Reuben Foster, where he was falsely accused of domestic violence and they tried to crucify him and this like that. And then you have the other side of the story is they're saying, well, this man's just protecting his people, blah, 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 blah. What do you expect them to do? First off, the Reuben Foster situation is a completely different situation because the man was mostly innocent but still had guns and shit on him. And that's a different situation. I'm a Niner fan. I can explicitly tell you that is a completely fucking different situation. However, this situation with Urban Meyer speaks completely about people protecting other people. And this isn't the first scenario where people have protected other people. Like in coaches, college coaches have protected other college coaches and protected players and shit like this. This isn't new. And it just so happens that in some cases it trickles down into the NFL. Rarely it does, but more likely this whole protection shit happens at the collegiate level. You've seen what happened in Baylor. You've seen what happened at Texas Tech. You've seen what happens at Florida. You've seen what happens at USC. The list goes on and on and on about programs. Hell, we've seen it in Miami back in the day. We've seen it everywhere. This isn't new. This is not new. Again, I'm looking at y'all. This is not new. It's just finally somebody got exposed for it. Finally, somebody says, hey, we ain't going to tolerate this shit. We're in the movement, the new, quote unquote, the Me Too movement, right? So, but this isn't about rape. This is about domestic violence. Both are egregious, but it's leaking into the college world, and it sucks. But what you going to do, right? This is what it is. So the crazy part about it is that Urban Meyer just got done signing a contract in April, right? He signed a contract extension, and the language in the contract stated, requiring them to report any violations by staff members of Ohio State's sexual misconduct policy in the university's athletics Title IX coordinator. Also, as an Ohio State employee who supervises others, Meyer is required by the university's sexual misconduct policy to report knowledge of domestic abuse by a university employee. According to the policy, an individual need not be charged with or convicted of a criminal offense to be found responsible for domestic violence. What's up, Jose? What's good, man? How you doing today? How you doing? So when he signed this contract, this old contract stated to promptly report any violations of university rules by assistant coaches to Gene Smith and the Office of Compliance Services. Failure to do so can result in termination with clause. Now, it also in this contract, it states, Meyer's contract states that if Ohio State is considering terminating with cause, he has the right to explain the circumstances with his point of view before termination, unless the circumstances are so heinous that, in fact, within Ohio State's reasonable judgment, it would be impossible for Urban Meyer to justify his actions. So the question then becomes, is what Urban Meyer did a violation of Title IX? That is what has to be debated over these next few weeks. We know that what the assistant coach did violated Title IX. Zach Smith violated Title IX. But is not snitching Title IX? That is the big question. And that's something that they're going to have to go over these next few weeks. If somehow Urban Meyer ends up being fired, then Ryan Day, oddly enough, he was a 49ers coach for a little bit. Ryan Day ends up being the head coach for the rest of the season. Ryan Day is a good coach. He have a little decent squad, but I don't think they're going to be competing for a national championship with Ryan Day. That's just what it is, right? So I guess it's a wait and see moment, but it does not look good for Urban Meyer. And frankly, it does not look good for college football. What's good, Mari? How you doing? It's good to see you. Appreciate you watching the show. All right, so oddly enough, my man Christopher Miller, he begged me. He said, Hollywood J Black, please, 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 talk about some golf, and the golf gods have bestowed upon me some breaking news. I have breaking news in golf. That is flipping amazing. Thank you, Mari. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you watching the show. You know I got to do it for the people. You know that's how I do. So, all right. So, PGA breaking news. You ready for this one, y'all? Oh, let me pull this up. So, we got Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson, two of the most iconic golf players in the history of golf. Kind of like when we speak about icons, it's like speaking about Nicholas and Arnold Palmer in the same sentence, right? We have, not only are they playing this weekend in the Invitational, this weekend in the Bridgestone Invitational, they have scheduled for Friday, November 23rd, Black Friday. It goes down 1-on-1. Phil Mickelson versus Tiger Woods in a 1-on-1 winner-take-all match for $10 million. $10 million is on the line on Black Friday. These two men are putting their money where their mouth is. This is epic. I don't care what anybody says. I have never seen a 1-on-1 golf match in the history like on this magnitude ever. Period. And it's never been advertised. This in itself, and I'm never a huge golf fan, but this is where it's at. $10 million of money on the line, going 1-on-1 with the two greats of recent greats of professional golf. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Even if you don't like golf, you gotta love it. I am so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and you know what? I think I like it. So shout out to my boy Christopher Miller for asking me to do this. I feel blessed that I was bestowed upon me with breaking news. You might have heard it on ESPN, but if you weren't paying attention to ESPN, you heard it here on the Ovatyme Sports Show. Remember that. $10 million is on the line. But it goes down, and it's going to be so exciting. I'm so lit. I'm fangirling right now. Ah! For real. Oh, thank you. I try to be. It's morning. I got real great news, so I'm really excited about it. So I'm really happy to be the first person to bring this to y'all. So I'm good. I'm real good on that. So we got the next thing on deck. Today, if you've been begging, if you've been pleading with the football gods, you've been saying, please, please, I need some football in my life. Well, today is your day. Make sure today is the day. I was sure that today was the day. Is it? Could it be? Yes, it is. Football is back, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago versus Baltimore in preseason action, 8 o'clock tonight. I'm going to be at work, so I won't be able to enjoy it, but I hope y'all do. It goes down. We're going to get our first look at Lamar Jackson in a professional uniform. We're gonna get our first look at year 2 Mitch Trubisky. Love Mitch Trubisky. I think that he's one heck of a football player. People were doubting him. People doubted Mitch Trubisky when he came out of University of North Carolina. I'm actually somewhat of a University of North Carolina football fan. I actually love Florida State more because that's my daddy's squad. May he rest in peace. But I'm excited to see what Lamar Jackson brings to the table. Because if Lamar Jackson becomes good, that means he's going to push Joe Flacco to become great. Because Joe Flacco, the last time he had competition at the quarterback position, you're going to find this ironic, was with Tyrod Taylor. With Tyrod Taylor, when he played for Baltimore, that was the same year that Baltimore went to the Super Bowl. And Joe Flacco put up big numbers in the contract here. Whether the two correlate, I have no fucking idea. But I look at it like this, right? Competition is always healthy when it comes to quarterback because it pushes you to be greater. It pushes you to be stronger. It pushes you to be your best. I know I played football. I had a really, really good running back behind me, which always pushed me to be my best because if I knew that I went down with an injury, that I wouldn't be on that football field anymore because I knew that man was that good. So let's see. Let's see what happens. I don't know. In other news, people looking good, people looking bad. Sam Darnold is back doing his thing is doing his thing. So that's kind of exciting. That's good. He's back. He signed his contract. He's straight. Patrick Mahomes is looking garbage. I'm surprised about that. Patrick Mahomes. Remember, they bet the farm on this man. So, and he's looking garbage in practice. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to break down the the Allen Iverson. We talk about practice, man. We talk about practice. Not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice. But practice says a lot. Because I don't remember Alex Smith having a bad practice while I drink my tea. I don't remember that happening at all. But who knows, right? It could just be a setback. But the man also called the wrong player in the huddle, which I found weird. You don't call the wrong player in the huddle. I'm sorry. You don't get the right to call your own plays unless you're Tom Brady. And even at that, he doesn't do it half the time. Because he knows that Ryan McDaniels knows better. But that's about all I got. Let me see. Do I got anything else on deck? No, that was it. That was it, y'all. Nothing really going down in the NFL. I mean, in the NBA. But football's back. You're going to see 22 players try to kill each other tonight. Watch it. Embrace it. 8 o'clock tonight Eastern time, 5 o'clock Pacific. Everybody goes and does their thing. So on tomorrow's show, did I click that? Oh, well, okay. On tomorrow's show, on the Ovatyme Sports Show, we'll be debuting the schedule of when we break down our teams, division by division. So we're going to do the AFC East and the NFC East this weekend. We're going to do the AFC and NFC North next weekend. The AFC and NFC South the weekend after that. And then the AFC, NFC thing the week after that. We'll break it down team by team. So I might hold the show tomorrow or I just might hold it over until Saturday. So we'll see. Or I just drop it on you like a time bomb. But that's what we're looking at as far as Ovatyme Sports shows. Make sure that if you missed yesterday's show with wrestling, you missed a couple big announcements. If also make sure you stay tuned in. I got giveaways. I got a little squatty squad that's giving away money for joining daily fantasy football. So if you're down, let me know. I'll put the links on again like I did before. We're going to get you some free money. We're going to get you in the game. We're going to get you paid. I've already gotten paid, in a little bit, but it's my little spending money. I got money just chilling. I don't know about y'all. Y'all going to get that. So here's a question. Why did Colin Kaepernick throw his football career away? Wasted talent. He's the best running quarterback in the great art tomb, having watched Rice, Montana Craig, the great Ronnie Lott, Rathman protest, but not on the field, guys. So I'll answer your first question, but the second question I have to save until I do my political show later on this month. So the first question is fairly simple. If it proves to be the way that it is, and the way that that is being sought out to be, then the big question, it goes like this. The NFL, seemingly like, with the evidence mounting up and Jerry Jones not shutting up about it, is seemingly mounting to the point that the NFL actually colluded to make sure that Colin Kaepernick doesn't go on a football team. And I know the whole collusion thing, it's not a crime, whatever. I don't want to get on the political stuff about it, but it goes fully against the NFL collective bargaining agreement. Fully against it. It is written in the rules that no person or team can stop another team from signing a player regardless of their views. And that's exactly what it's seeming like, as the evidence seems to be mounting and mounting and mounting. Because the next person on this list is Eric Reed, who kneeled with Colin Kaepernick, who is not a quarterback. And I have to state this because the thing about quarterbacks is this, right? Every single person, every NFL scout, every NFL head honcho, whatever, viewed Colin Kaepernick as a starting quarterback. They viewed him as a starting quarterback. Like, if you go search online, everybody will tell you Colin Kaepernick is a starting quarterback. So you might be able to get away with Colin Kaepernick saying that he's a starting quarterback and we don't have any starting positions available. You might be able to get away with that. However, you cannot get away with Eric Reed. Eric Reed was a all-pro, Pro Bowl free safety. And he wasn't looking for a starting position per se. He just wanted to play football. So it goes like this. So Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job. And Eric Reed doesn't have a job. And Eric Reed's position is more abundant than Colin Kaepernick's. And they both kneel. There's only one thing in common. Now, I don't think he threw his whole football career away. I think that his emphasis on wanting to do the greater good, it kind of emphasized that. Now, I'm not comparing them to any heroes or people that gave up football for other things. However, the late, great Pat Tillman gave up his NFL career to defend his country. There's nothing that's more admirable than that. So, to me, the NFL is not the end-all, be-all, is if you have a message to deliver to the people. That's what it comes down to. But the second part of your conversation about the kneeling, I did post a post on my page. So if you go find it, look on my page. And I specifically said that if you're against the kneeling, I want you to tell me what they should be doing outside of kneeling that they can do to advertise their cause. That's what I want to know. Go on that page, comment it. I need answers so I know I can understand people better, because I don't understand. I have a lot of what they should be doing it and why they shouldn't be doing it, but I need more what they should be doing. What do you feel as an American or even a patriot of your own country on what they should be doing? So we'll talk about that. But tomorrow, Ovatyme Sports Show will be back. We'll talk about news such and such. My boy Bruno is finally back in the building. I heard you got a new job. Congratulations, brother. We need to walk that park again. Where your ass at? I'm trying to walk. I've been walking around my little thing too. So we need to walk around the park. But make sure you check us out tomorrow. Much love to everybody that comes through daily to anticipate watching these shows. We appreciate y'all. After this gets done, it's going live on the YouTube. So this is Ovatyme Sports Show. My name is Hollywood J. Black. And we out this bitch. Deuces.